Before we discuss the Mongol invasion of China, we must look a little at why it happened, and dispel some confusion about this period. In an earlier video, I gave a very brief mention of some reasons, which I'll go over quickly here. Genghis Khan needed a common foe to keep his new nation together. The Mongol state declared in 1206 was hard won after nearly 20 years of continuous warfare, and Genghis understood that the Mongols would return to fighting among themselves without a common enemy. This is not a unique idea. See, for example, Otto von Bismarck's process of unifying the German states in the late 1800s, using Austria and France as their common foes. Genghis had probably since his youth had fantasies of attacking the Jin Dynasty. In the 1150s, they had attacked and destroyed the previous Mongol confederation, killing his relative Ambahai, who ordered the Mongols to avenge him. Since then, the Jin had been playing the steppe tribes off of each other to keep them separated. If Genghis did spend time in the 1180s and 90s seeking refuge among the Jin, he would have had a decent understanding of their views against his people. After the raid against the Tartars in the 1190s, Genghis was considered a vassal of the Jin. Certainly, this could not be maintained once he became Great Khan. However, the primary reason, I believe, was loot. There is a famous anecdote that during the raid against the Tartars, who had been vassals of the Jin, that Genghis and his companions were shocked to see golden earrings on a Tatar child, a level of wealth beyond his own tribe. Genghis saw that their proximity to China gave the Tatar children material wealth only the Khans of the northernmost tribes would have had. The Mongols wanted and needed the resources China had. The obvious solution was just to take the goods themselves. And the best way to unite a steppe tribe has always been promises of untold wealth. The first Mongol military interactions with both the Tangut Xi and the Jin were raids rather than invasions. From 1205 to 1208, the Mongols were continually raiding the Tangut Kingdom, and the 1211 to 1212 campaign against the Jin saw no territorial acquisition, the Mongols not even occupying the border passes once they left. As noted in that earlier video, from 1206, Genghis's actions suggest he already had in mind a military attack on China. However, and this is very important, there is absolutely no evidence to suggest that there was any dream to conquer the world or even China. The benefit of hindsight is the biggest problem when looking at history. We know that the Mongols would go on to create history's largest contiguous land empire, and if you didn't, hello! Welcome to the channel. But in 1206, the Mongols did not know this. The belief in world conquest only emerged after the unexpected and continuous strings of Mongol military successes. As they saw all of their victories, they began to believe that it was heaven's decree that they must conquer the world. And significantly, it is really only after Genghis's death in 1227 that we see statements from the Mongols and their subject peoples that suggest this universalist ideology existed, although the roots of it certainly lie from Genghis's lifetime. Genghis's ambitions in China grew as he saw how well his people fought, and as he understood the disunity of the Qin and the Xi Xia. The Qin would ignore the Mongol attack on the Tangut in 1209. In early 1210, the Tangut king submitted to Genghis, and later in the year, envoys from the Qin came to Genghis asking for his own submission. With the domination of the Tangut, he had secured a flank and opened another front to attack the Qin. How could he not have seen this opportunity? The rest, as they say, is history.